my favorite stories is the story of Jonah. Now, Jonah even has his own book in the Bible. Now, a lot of times when you think about Jonah, I know what you're thinking about, the giant fish who comes to swallow him. But there's so much more to this. Where are you going?
Oh, well, I heard you talking earlier, and so I thought
Okay, earlier? It was like 5 seconds ago.
Well, Brainiac, that's still technically earlier, so I have some teaching aids I'm going to get, so I'll be back in a minute.
Fine. So God tells Jonah to go to Nineveh to tell the people about him. But Jonah refuses. He says no. He doesn't want to do this. He actually runs from God. I mean, can you imagine?
Are you kidding me? Are you telling me that Jonah tried to run from God? That guy better stop and get his act together.
Okay, actually, I was trying to tell them, not you.
Jonah better slow his roll and yield to God. Otherwise, he's going to get himself into a lot of trouble.
Okay, actually, he does get in trouble if you would just let me finish the story. All right, just want to finish.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me for trying to add a little spice and panache to your lame storytelling ability. So why don't you go ahead and finish your story?
Fine. So Jonah's going to run from God. So Jonah gets on this giant ship. Well, while he's on this ship, this giant storm comes and almost sinks the ship. Well, Jonah jumps overboard in order to save the rest of the people. And while he's in the water, this giant fish swallows him up. I mean, can you imagine?
I guess that just goes to show you that when God tells you to go somewhere, you better go.
Okay, that's a map of the United States.
It's still a map.
You know what? I wish you would just stop, okay? I wish that you would just stop and... No, not the sign, you, okay? I just want you to stop, okay? All right, so just stop. No. So Jonah is in the belly of this fish for like 3 days. And at the end of that time, the fish throws him up onto the beach, which is pretty crazy because he's on this beach.
Doesn't that fish know that littering or dumping, especially on the beach, is illegal? And it can be punished by a fine or even jail time. Hey, this sign should be in your bathroom.
So then Jonah goes to Nineveh and tells all the people about him. This is a great story because it just goes to prove that you can't run from God. God will use you no matter what. And that is why Jonah is a hero of the faith. Okay, what is this sign?
Sign? I'm about to get my game on, sucker. You in?
Absolutely. Let's do this. Roll them.